Hello and welcome to 60 Seconds with Sergio. I am your host, Sergio Cabanas, attorney at law here in Florida. Thank you for joining me today. Today's question is, Sergio, my spouse and I have signed a prenuptial agreement which may not have been done correctly. Now I'm experiencing problems in the marriage that may lead to divorce, and I'm concerned about the financial consequences of a prenuptial agreement that may not be valid. What is the best way of handling the situation? So by now you may be realizing that the prenuptial agreement may not have been done correctly, which means that you may not have complied with certain legal requirements. Maybe you used a simple form that you found on the internet that did not comply with Florida law, or maybe the agreement was signed too close in time to the marriage, or you may not have included certain financial requirements, and so forth. So in those situations, I always say the same thing, which is, when in doubt about the prenup, don't wait to do a postnup. A postnuptial agreement can be used to supersede the prenuptial agreement, thereby avoiding the problems of you having an invalid prenup. So don't make the same mistake with the postnup that you made with the prenuptial agreement. The postnuptial agreement must also be completed correctly. Otherwise, that too can be determined to be invalid. So there are certain legal requirements that most courts agree on. One of them is that the agreement must be written correctly, with provisions that are allowed by Florida law. This includes the fact that the agreement should be fair. That means that it should not be too much in favor of one party against the other. Another requirement is, ideally, that there should be full financial disclosures unless it's specifically and correctly waived. Finally, I always think it's a good idea for both parties to be represented by independent attorneys. But this requirement can also be waived as long as that waiver is done correctly. So the take-home lesson here is that one of the most important points is to remember that an agreement must comply with legal requirements. If it doesn't, the entire agreement could be invalidated and you'll find yourself stuck with a bad prenuptial agreement that can also be invalidated. So make sure it's done right this time around. Don't take chances. It's worth your investment in time and money to consult with an attorney to make sure that this process is handled correctly, depending on the circumstances of your case. I hope this short video provided you with some ideas and guidance about how to handle a bad prenuptial agreement by correcting it with a proper postnuptial agreement. Thank you again for joining me today, and as always, stay informed so you can stay strong.